Yo, what is up, Clashers? Do you want to win more duels in F1 Clash? Well, today we're going to talk about different car setups you should be using right now in different types of series. We're going to give you spreadsheets. We're going to give you my personal loadouts. But first of all, let's talk about a few basic information you need to know from each series. Every series in F1 Clash has two track stats, one for the driver and one for the car components. Here on Series 1, we're going to check out on Melbourne, we got defending and power unit. Over to Hungary, we got defending and cornering. In Austria, defending and speed. And then Imola, we got defending and power unit. So this means in Series 1, there is one permanent track stat that has stayed whilst the others rotate. And the permanent one goes towards the driver, and that is defending. So in each series that you will see around, for instance, series number 2, we got Silverstone tire management and power unit, Mexico tire management and cornering, Spain tire management and cornering, and Abu Dhabi tire management and speed. This is another series that has a permanent track stat towards a driver. Whenever you get a series that has a permanent track stat towards a driver, you want a car setup that is more balanced. You can lean it towards a little bit of cornering, speed, or power unit, depending if the series has two of those track stats in it. For instance, series number 2, we have cornering in Mexico and cornering in Barcelona. So that means you can have a balanced car leaning towards cornering, and you will be pretty strong on those two tracks. If we head over to series number 3, we got Speed Streak. This one, the name says it all by itself. We got Monza with defending and speed, Baku with overtaking and speed, Las Vegas with race start and speed, and then we got Jeddah with tire management and speed. So this has a permanent track stats leaning towards the car component, which is speed. When you got something like this, you want to solely focus on that car component, which is speed. Let me show you one of the loadouts that I've got for speed, cornering, and power unit. Over to loadout number 3. This one is solely focused on speed with 239 points towards it, 90 on cornering, 91 on power unit, and 91 on qualifying. You might be looking at these numbers and might be thinking, Preco, you're starting from the very back. Yes, I am. But when you add a boost that at the moment it is very, very powerful to use with race start, your car will fly all the way to the top 10 in the grid. Let's talk about my cornering setup. This is the one I'm currently using. We're going to change Mach 3. But as you've seen here, we've got all the stats, all the car components going towards cornering. This one I'm currently using in Series 11. And finally, we got a power unit setup. Everything that you see here is towards the power unit. And this is what I will be using on each series that is solely focused or has a permanent track stats on power unit. Let's talk about a little bit on balancing. A balanced setup that I'll be using is something like this, where speed, cornering, and power unit is more or less the same with a low qualifying. The car is really, really fast and will fly across the grid. This is for all series that you need a balanced setup. Now, if you are struggling in a series like number 10, where most of you are, I use a little tactic here. Series 10 has two tracks that is focused on power units, one on speed and one on cornering. What we've done here is focused mainly on power unit to get two tracks under my belt. Then we go and put more into cornering. So that means on my third track, I'll be really good. And lastly, on speed. So out of 4 tracks, I've got 3 good car setups for it. I might lack a little bit on speed, but I will use some boost to overcome that problem. So we've talked about our car loadouts. We've demonstrated you our car loadouts. Let's go over to our spreadsheet that we talked about before. Here we have our car setup and our series. Cornering in green, will you be using for series 5 and 11. Speed is in red for series 3 and 9. Power unit on yellow will be used on series 7. Now, at the bottom, we've got balanced for series 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. They are also color-coded because on this series, we'll have 2 tracks leaning towards either cornering, speed, or power unit. So you want to build yourself a balanced car leaning towards that specific stat. So for instance, balanced on series 8 will be balanced and cornering. For series 10, we'll have it balanced and a little bit of power unit. And for series 12, we'll have it balanced with a little bit of speed. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to take a screenshot of this spreadsheet, go ahead and do it. If you like the video, hit the like button, and if you're new to watching Preco F1, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you out in the track.